And so, what's the wildest roof job you've ever had to do? Or you guys have? I gotta redo someone else's work.
Man,
Yeah.
I got a great story. So I live out in the good town of Shelby County, and we have this beautiful historical colonial home. Now, to be transparent, we love our small one-story ranches, but this guy, he was 3 stories. He had the swirl carousel things, the carousel porch covers, and we started taking these layers off. We got through 1 layer, we got through 2 layers, 3 layers, and mind you, the insurance company isn't going to be like, "Hey, this roof's 200 years old. There's probably extra layers under here." Let us know. And one thing that we really do well is supplements. So supplements is, hey, we found this during the install. We don't think it's right for the homeowner to pay this. You didn't know, we didn't know before, but now here's photos paid for. So one thing we found on this gentleman's roof was not 1, not 2, not 3, but 7 layers of shingles, and the bottom layer being asbestos.
What?
Yes. So 7 layers. So when we got to the bottom, we had to completely stop everything we were doing. We had to go get the guys' masks. So everything we do is completely OSHA certified. Everything is by the book. So at the end, when we got to that layer, we had to get special equipment because our installers keep us going. And that stuff is not to mess with. So 7 layers, got all the way down. Our 1-day job turned into a 4-day job. And after installing the Tina gutters and everything, that house is beautiful. But it took way longer. So,
wow. So, is there any signs that investors need to be looking out for? Because I can look at a roof like you came to my house, my personal house, and I was like, I didn't see nothing wrong with the roof. By the time you were done, you kind of did this whole report where there was like 25 circles everywhere. You're like, see this part, see this. And I'm like, most people can't even tell. I can tell if the roof is old. Yeah. I can tell if the shingles are buckled, but I can't really tell if they're really. So what are telltale signs that investors need to be looking out for?
Well, so I'll tell you what an investor really needs to find. He needs to find a quality roofer that doesn't charge him for pre-sale and pre-purchase inspections. So Big League Roofers, something we do is we'll get up on the roof before you buy it and say, listen, man, here's the good, here's the bad, and here's the ugly. And if I was buying this home, and we base everything off of if I was buying it today, this is what I would do, this is what I would avoid, or, hey, you're going to have to wrap this like a Christmas tree just so you don't have problems before you can even dump it off to someone else. What I recommend is
no investors dumps anything off anything.
Oh, never. They've never done that. No. But even if you're in the area of Kentucky or Southern Indiana, Big League Roofers is here to help you with that. But if you're in Texas or Missouri or California, there's going to be a quality roofing company that allows the free, and everyone offers traditionally free inspections, but pre-purchase and pre-sale inspections, it seems like that's a great time for a roofer to make $250 extra. Because the plumber needs money, the electrician needs money, the home inspector, the guy that's going to tell you if this is your yard or his yard. Everybody has a bill. Now here comes a quality roofer that says, you don't have to pay us anything. Think of us the next time.
Speaking of inspections, so we've got, let's talk basically going to home systems and checking everything out. One of our previous guests, also a sponsor, is Excel My Inspection. So Chaz, you can offer a detailed report, fast turnaround, deep experience, walk into every deal with confidence once you know what's going on with your house. So come need to schedule inspection, go to visit excelmyinspection.com. That's excelmyinspection.com and ask for Chad.
It's really interesting how you've helped so many people with their roofs. And what are more signs that investors need to look out for? So let's say
we're talking red flags, building.
We're talking red flags, or and I have the yellow flag. So we're looking for issues that investors need to look out for, because I might be on the site and I may not be able to call you immediately. What are some things I need to look for?
So the few things that I would look for, simple little key points. Investors that are moving at a high rate and flipping a lot of homes will do the minimum to get it to where it needs to be. Something that I've learned over the years is if there's only one ceiling in the house painted, there's probably a reason. A lot of the times with leaks, if it's just a pipe and they think they fixed it because they went up and threw some sealant around an area that might have been a leak, if everything else in the house is popcorn ceiling and one room isn't, there's just probably a reason. Or if it's a, you know, it's a red flag. You know, I tell you, one thing that is so crucial that I really feel like it's missed is the attic, man. You know, if you were determined to climb up there, or you have a little guy that wants to get up there, the insulation is the first battle of defense after the wood. And if there's clots of just water-filled insulation in areas, there's probably a leak there. I would then follow that up into that room and check it out. But you know, insulation is a great telltale. And then dark boards in the attic. That's another thing where it'll show you where the water's been running, because the water is going to find the least resistant path.
That's a red flag.
Boom.
Yeah, that's a red flag. And so, yeah, really. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, so that's how you can tell. So continue.
Yeah. So, you know, with that red flag, and here's the thing. One thing that we've been truly battling for the last few months is hail. Hail's not one of them, unless you're getting softball size. We have 2-inch hail, which is equivalent to like lemon/ping pongs. And when that hits the area, it's cracking it's doing a micro crack in the mat. What happens with that is it's a small drip that happens over time. So if the hail is on Wednesday, you're not going to see major leaking on Friday. But in 6 months, you're going to start noticing little brown drips. You're going to start seeing issues. And I had a mold lady that told me it only takes 48 hours for mold to start, which is a major issue, especially if you have a kid that has asthma or something like that. So we kind of just focus on that and try to keep moving forward. So it's hail and just making sure that it's maybe not an issue today, but what about 6 months or a year? Because you have 12
Well, it
months.
could be a yellow flag. It could be a yellow flag.
Watch it. Keep it honest.